Hello. Start. We will discuss our problems, numerical methods for problem solutions. तो यहाँ पे क्या करना होगा ना? There exist several methods for numerical solution of the problem integral. Several methods are there. For solution of this problem. So several methods utilized for the problem second order equations. First, method of degenerate kernels. First means method of degenerate kernels. Method of degenerate kernels. Method of successive approximations. Successive approximations. In collocation and product integration methods, etc. These are the methods we have to utilize for the solution of this problem. The first we consider methods of degenerate kernels. Methods of degenerate kernels. So just we consider the integral equation previously given here. The integral equation. Consider here integral equation, and that is equal to f of x minus of integration of a to b kxt f dt, and which is equal to phi of x. So this equation, just we consider the integral equation, we have to consider here. Previously we have discussed Voltera integral equations. एक कर्नेल kxt is said to be degenerate, it is expressed in the form of, इसको degenerate कहेंगे. kxt said to be degenerate by satisfying the following conditions. क्या satisfy करेगा? इस कंडीशन क्या होगा? The following condition kxt can be expressed like this form. Summation over I is equal to 1 to n uyx e it kxt is right in this form, and just kxt substitute in this equation. इस equation में substitute करते हैं kxt को. तो क्या होगा? Substitute kxt. kxt सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं इस इक्वेशन 1 में. So what is the value will come here? F of x minus summation is taken outside here. I is equal to 1 to n. Integration of a to b uyx vit ft dt is equal to phi of x. Just to setting in a to b vit ft dt. That is a you have to set here. Set. That is equal to a1. Then check what is the equation becomes produced here. Now the value becomes fx is equal to aiuyx summation आ जाएगा I is equal to 1 to n करेंगे and this is uyx is already here and this is a1 uyx, this is a1 plus of phi of x. The constant ai is still determined, but substituting the ai is still determining, thus value will determine. Now इंटीग्रेशन से गिवन है यहाँ पे vit ft dt is equal to we consider of a1. So now a to b vit and vit and what is the remaining value of the ft dt? That is equal to a1 or a1 has mentioned this value ft dt. What is the representation of ft dt? Then ft dt that is also represent aj uzt phi t, just like in this one. ft, this is the value, this is fx and this is a function. Ft means that is t, you can substitute here. Then you have written like this formula. Summation of our I is equal to 1 to n uit ui sorry ai. ये आई तो ऑलरेडी यूज किए हैं तो ये क्या करेंगे ना uj t a t uj t aj plus phi of t dt, that is equal to a1 has already mentioned. Now aj a to b EITUJT EITUJT plus EIT phi t. Just separate into this by integration. Then what is the result? Now this is A to B EIT and this is UJT dt plus integration of A to B EIT phi t dt. Which is equal to A1 has already evaluated this. Which represents this expression represents system of n equations with n unknowns. N equations with n unknowns. N equations with n unknowns. A1, A2 up to that is a known A1, A2, A3, A4. That is the value of the unknown of this function. So that this is the very important for calculation of the integral equations, and we use another process also for Taylor series expansion calculation of the kernel. Just you can see one example for solution of this problem. We consider the differential equation example fx minus lambda 0 to pi by 2 sin x cos t f t dt. Is equal to sin x. This is our problem. And evaluate the function of this function. Verify it. The first of all, just we consider cos t dt f t dt, that is a. Consider a is equal to cos t f t dt. So what is the integral equation? ये integral equation क्या होगा? हम ये directly डाल देंगे यहाँ पे. So that integral equation becomes integral equation becomes क्या हो जाएगा ना, fx minus lambda a sin x is equal to cos sin x. So just you taking the right side of this function again, fx one plus lambda a into sin x. एफ एक्स का वैल्यू हम यहाँ पे जो इक्वेशन फर्स्ट दिए थे और इक्वेशन ए जो कंसिडर किए थे, दिस इज इक्वेशन, इस इक्वेशन में एफ एक्स का वैल्यू यहाँ पे डाल देते हैं, एफ टी डी टी यहाँ पे डालेंगे इस इक्वेशन। तो यहाँ पे एफ टी कितना आ जाएगा ना, 1 प्लस लैम्डा ए साइन टी, जस्ट इन दिस इक्वेशन you can substitute. Now a value becomes 0 to pi by 2 cos t, ये भी डाल देंगे यहाँ पे cos t, एफ टी के जगह में ये डालेंगे cos t 1 plus lambda a into sin t dt. So just to take here 1 plus lambda a as a constant, ये इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 0 to pi by 2 cos t sin t, इसको हम इवैल्यूएट करेंगे। The substitute sin t is equal to z, the cos t dt is equal to dz मान लेंगे, ये जो cos t dt है यहाँ पे this is dz मान लग सकते हैं। The 1 plus lambda a and that is z dz। अभी लिमिटिंग भी चेंज हो सकता है, sin t z when t is 0 तो z also 0। देखो ये चेक किया सर, t 0 डाल देंगे तो z भी 0 आ जाएगा, t पाई बाई 2 आ जाएगा तो t पाई बाई 2 आ जाएगा तो z आ जाएगा 1। So 0 to 1 this value indicate this function। अभी इसको हम इंटीग्रेशन कर सकते हैं, तो ये वैल्यू आ जाता है 1 प्लस ऑफ लैम्डा ए एंड दिस इज z स्क्वायर बाय 2 लिमिटिंग 0 to 1। So just you see here 1 by 2, 1 plus lambda a divided by 2, and this is the value of a। So what is the value of a? You can evaluate here। a कितना होगा हम यहाँ पे evaluate करेंगे। The 2a that is equal to 1 plus of lambda a, then just you consider 2a minus lambda a is equal to 1, and this value becomes a is equal to what, 2 minus of lambda, that is equal to 1, and that is a is equal to 1 by 2 minus of lambda। Just everyone see the value of a। Hence the solution of the integral equation is given by fx। Hence the solution of the integral equation क्या होगा, solution of the given integral equation a का वैल्यू फंक्शन में डाल देंगे तो fx is equal to, what is your fx, 1 plus lambda a into sin x। So just you can put 1 plus lambda a का वैल्यू डाल देंगे 1 plus lambda a, 1 plus lambda a into sin x, then the value of a 1 plus 1 by 2 minus lambda into lambda, sin x. And just to take in LCM 1 minus lambda. So this value becomes 2 by 2 minus lambda into sin x. That is fx. Now this is our solution of this problem. So next we'll just coming to another example. Solve the integral equations. Solve the integral equations. Fx is equal to 1 by 2 e to the power minus of x plus 3x minus 1 plus 0 to 1 e to the minus xt square minus 1 into x ft dt. This is the questions and you need to solve this problem. So first of all, you define what is the kernel of x of this function. कर्नेल क्या होगा हम उसको पहले डिफाइन करेंगे. So this is your kernel. This is the kernel part. So just you expand it by using the exponential function series. E to the power x minus xt square, you need to expand it. So what is this expansion becomes 1 minus xt square plus x square t4 by 2 factorial plus that and this is minus 1 whole into x. Then just you can see plus 1 and minus 1 is cancelled out. The remaining value becomes minus x square minus x t square plus x square t4 by 2 plus this value. Just higher term is neglecting this term, just we consider two terms. Two 4 by 2. ये higher term को हम neglect करते हैं, neglecting this term. Hence the given integral equation becomes
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Sir will not multiply that x.
Oh, 1x is also there. Right. You can multiply that x. That is x square. Right. ये x square हो जाएगा. Right. This is x square and this is x cube. Okay. Then the given integral equation becomes becomes जो गिवन था इक्वेशन fx जो वैल्यू हुई हम यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं दैट इज fx ऑलरेडी गिवन था पहला इक्वेशन. This is a given integral equation. Just you can see this value. Just 1 minute. Then given differential equation क्या हो जाएगा? fx जो वैल्यू था इस इक्वेशन में हम डालेंगे this is your function. You have to simplify this value up to this term. You have to simplify it, and you can just substitute in this place the value of this x square. This function you have to put here. So that this value becomes 1/2 plus integration 0 to 1 minus x square t square plus 1/2 x cube t4 whole into function f of t dt. Just you can separate this function, this one and this one, this one and this one. One by two e to the minus x plus of 3x minus 1 plus integration this function. This is minus of x square integration 0 to 1 t square f t dt. Then another this function plus 1/2 x cube integration 0 to 1 t to the power 4 f t dt. जस्ट कर्नेल के हिसाब से हम यहाँ पे चूज करेंगे अभी. जस्ट यू कैन चूज दिस वैल्यू. दिस इज k1. यू कैन कंसीडर this. Consider is the k1 and this one is considered the k2. कर्नेल के हिसाब से the next equation क्या हो जाएगा यहाँ पे? and that value becomes 1/2 e to the minus x plus of 3x minus 1 minus x square into this value k1 or you can write this is a k1 x square minus plus k2 by 2 x cube. Why you have to mention here k1 is represented here 0 to 1 t square ft dt. K2 0 to 1 t to the power 4 ft dt. Substituting ft in first equation, ft जो वैल्यू है दिस इज fx. तो ये जो वैल्यू है ft, दिस वैल्यू इज ft. यू कैन सब्स्टिट्यूट ft वैल्यू आ जाएगा e टू द माइनस t 3t minus 1 minus k1 t square plus 1 by 2 this way. यहाँ पे डालेंगे fx जो वैल्यू है ft वैल्यू यू कलेक्ट फ्रॉम दिस. यहाँ पे कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो फंक्शन कितना आता है देखते हैं. k1 value becomes produced here 0 to 1 t square is there, then just ft 1 by 2 e to the power minus t plus 3t minus 1 minus k1 t square plus k2 by 2 t cube whole integration dt. Now to integrate this function, solution becomes t square e to the minus t dt. You have to integrate this function, integrate separately of this function. इसको इंटीग्रेशन कर सकते हैं. तो just you can 1 by 2 is taken outside here. Then you have written like this 0 to 1 t square e to the power minus t dt क्या आएगा plus 0 to 1 3t cube dt minus t square dt minus k1 t cube k1 t square dt plus k2 by 2 integration of t cube dt. All values are separated here, and separate integration we have to consider in this problem. Then after integration of this function, you have to integrate, and the final value becomes 6k1 by 5. ये आ जाएगा कितना 6k1 by 5 minus k2 by 12, which is equal to 65 by 2 into e plus 243 by 24. ये value आएगा just after integration of this function, then you found this value. Again, this value, again fx value substitute, this is the 2 point and this is the 3 equation. Again fx substitute in equation 3, fx का वैल्यू 3 में फिर सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं. Again fx substitute, सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे fx का वैल्यू 3 में, तो क्या हो जाएगा ना, k2 आ जाएगा. k2 is equal to t to the power 4 ft/dt. तो यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करने के बाद और एक सॉल्यूशन आ जाएगा. आफ्टर यू हैव टू इंटीग्रेट दिस फंक्शन एंड सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस solution by using the similarity condition of this function. Then you found another solution, k by 7 plus 15 by 16 k2, which is equal to 65 by 2e plus 243 by 20. ये वैल्यू आएगा. एंड ये जो सॉल्यूशन है एंड द अबव सॉल्यूशन है, यहाँ पे ये जो सॉल्यूशन है, दिस इज सपोज इज सॉल्यूशन ए एंड दिस इज सॉल्यूशन बी. ये दोनों को हम जब सॉल्यूशन कर देते हैं, सॉल्यूशन ऑफ ए एंड बी, हमको k1 का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा, k2 का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा, एंड दैट इज बिकम्स k1 इज इक्वल टू 0.2522 and k2 is equal to 0.1685. These are the values of k1 and k2. Hence final solution will come here. Hence final solution is fx is equal to 1 by 2 e to the minus x plus 3x minus 1 minus 0.2522 x square plus 1 by 2 0.1685 into x cube. This is your final solution of the present problem. There is also another process for solution of the functions by the quadrature formula is come. Then just we'll come to the some problems for discussion with the singular of the kernel, singular kernels. अभी हम डिस्कशन करेंगे सिंगुलर कर्नेल्स. सिंगुलर कर्नेल्स क्या हुआ? Singular kernels. If case is discontinuous or continuous but badly behaved, the integral equation is called singular. Already singular kernels are discussed. The equation of quadrature methods discussed earlier. Quadrature method also required here for solution of the singular points. तो सिंगुलर कर्नेल्स में क्या करेंगे, जस्ट वी डिफाइन ए फंक्शन, कंसीडर द इंटीग्रल इक्वेशंस. इंटीग्रल इक्वेशन को हम कंसीडर करेंगे. fx plus a to b axt ft dt, that is equal to 5x, and the a value just x is lies in between a and b. Just one condition for the interval b minus a is equal to nh. B minus a is equal to nh. Let it be interval. Tj is equal to a plus jh. And j value is mentioned here 0, 1, 2, that at n. So T0 here mentioned is a, and this is T0 initial point, and this is upper limit value, that is Tn. So this function fx value we can define here and put in the kernel equations. Just to we have to consider kxt. कर्नल इक्वेशन जो था fx प्लस समेशन ओवर fx प्लस summation over j is equal to 0 to n minus 1 tj and tj plus 1. And that integration is kxt ft dt. That is equal to 5 of x. By applying the trapezoidal method, we need to find the f of t or n natural number. F of t is the linear interpolation function of fnt. तो हम fnt डिफाइन करेंगे for the linear interpolation function for n terms के लिए fnt हम कैलकुलेशन करेंगे, and that is process is 1 by h t j plus 1 minus of t into f of tj plus t minus tj f of tj plus 1. This is fn, and ये फंक्शन हम कर्नेल में डाल देंगे तो एक वैल्यू आएगा, यहाँ पे डाल देंगे. So what is the result becomes f of x plus now f of x plus 1 by h summation over n equal to g I j is equal to 0 to n minus 1 integration of this function tj and tj plus 1. The kernel function करेगा kxt, then that function becomes tj plus 1 minus of t ftj plus t minus of tj into ftj plus 1 whole integration of dt, which is equal to phi of x. तो t is equal to ti plus ph है, यहाँ पे t is equal to ti plus ph, t is equal to tj plus ph. तो tj का वैल्यू आ जाएगा t minus ph और दैट इज 0. t is equal to जब tj हो जाएगा, when t is equal to tj हो जाएगा तो t वैल्यू 0 आ जाएगा. t का वैल्यू डालेंगे tj, तो यहाँ पे कितना आ जाएगा ना, t p टेंड्स टू 0 आ जाता है, एंड t इज इक्वल टू डालेंगे tj प्लस 1, which is equal to p का वैल्यू कितना आ जाता है, 1 आ जाएगा. So now we substitute this value, यहाँ पे डाल देते हैं, तो इक्वेशन वैल्यू becomes आ जाएगा fx plus h summation over j is equal to 0 to n minus 1, then integration 0 to 1, 1 minus p ये वैल्यू आएगा into f tj plus p tj plus 1. On bracket into kxt. This is the kernel function by x defined here, and x is equal to xi and I is equal to 0 1 2 3 4. X is equal to xi and I is equal to start over 0 1 2 etc. So fi एक common format में उसलिए वो लिखेंगे fi becomes, हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, summation j is equal to 0 to infinity alpha ij fi plus alpha ij fj plus beta ij fj plus 1, which is equal to phi I. So what is alpha ij? Alpha ij एक वैल्यू आएगा, that is equal to h into इंटीग्रेशन 1 minus p, इसको इंटीग्रेशन करेंगे 0 to 1 के xi tj ph into dp. Beta ij p kxj comma tj plus ph whole into dp. So this is our solution of this problem of today. for the singular of the kernels. Okay, so just today discuss this much. After another one class, I'll finish the topics. Another one example for this problem, then that is over the unit 5. Okay. Okay, तो next class करेंगे.